See, I have sent the recording for the execution of automatic payment program, and I hope everybody has listened to it and has done the practice. After that also, I have sent the recording for terms of payment cash discount. And purchase returns, right? So these two class recordings I have sent already from the previous batch, and the explanation is same. And I hope everybody has done the practice. And if you have any questions, right, you can ask them. Yeah, so APP is not working, not only for Arha, for everybody. Automatic payment program is not working. Everybody is getting the message that proposal has been cancelled. This is due to the technical problem. And I mean, not technical problem as such, it is the authorization problem, right? So the authorization was not given to the user. So I already informed the service provider and he will give the authorization to every user. So once you get the authorization, you will be able to execute the automatic payment program. No issues. It's not your configuration error. So today we start accounts receivables. This account receivable is very similar to accounts payable in the sense as far as business processes are concerned. But the business processes will flow in the opposite way. And also the transaction codes are same. But as far as the business logic is concerned, it is same with the accounts payable. But anyhow, I will explain everything here. So this component is used to process the business transactions relating to customers or debtors, like sales invoices, payment to and from customers. Do one thing, you strike off the word to. You strike off the word to. Payment from customers, including both full payments and part payments, advances from customers, etc. Here, from the accounting perspective, customers means our dealers, distributors, retailers, wholesalers, etc., etc. These are the customers from accounting perspective, not the consumers, right? So how to process the sales invoices and how to process the payments from customers, including full payments and part payments. And also sometimes we request the customers to pay some advance payments. So when they pay advances, how to process them. So in order to process all these business transactions, we have to create a master record for every customer. So whenever there is a master record, it has to be identified with a number. So from where the customer master record number is to be taken. See here, the GL account master record number was taken from GL account groups. Vendor master record number was taken from vendor account groups, and customer master record number was taken from, it will be taken from customer account groups. Same logic, right? The customer master record number is controlled by the customer account groups. Again, what is the customer account groups? Based on the similarities in the master data maintenance requirements, all the customers are grouped together, which are called customer account groups. For example, we can create dealers as one group, distributors one group, retailers one group, wholesalers one group, one-time customers one group. So based on the requirements in the client company, we create as many number of customer groups you require. Then for every customer account group, we create and assign a number range. So when we create the master record for the individual customers under the specific account group, the system will take the number from the number range of that account group automatically and sequentially that is allotted to the customer master record. So same as in the case of vendor account groups, right? The master record for the individual customers are created under the respective customer account groups. As every customer account is identified with a number, we create and assign the number ranges for every customer account group. At the time of creating the customer account, the user enters the account group under which the account is to be created. Then the system will take the number from the number range of that customer account group and assigns it to the master record. So we classify the customers as domestic customers and foreign customers, for example. Otherwise, domestic dealers, domestic distributors, domestic retailers, domestic wholesalers, and foreign dealers, foreign distributors, foreign retailers, like that, we can create any number of customer account groups as per the client requirement. Then the following are the functions of the customer account groups. Number one, a number range for assigning the account number to the customer master record as usual. Then the field status for the customer master record created under the respective groups. That is, which fields are suppressed, required, and optional. If you remember, in the case of accounts payable, when we are creating the vendor account groups, we have selected reconciliation account as a required entry. As a result, when we create the master record for the vendor under the respective vendor account groups, the reconciliation account field has become mandatory field. Like that, in account receivable also, at the account group level, you select some fields as required entry, some fields as optional entry, and so on as per the client requirement. As a result, when we create the master record for the customer under the customer account group, the fields will be populated accordingly. Whatever the fields you selected as required entry will become mandatory fields. Whatever the fields you selected as suppressed entry will not be displayed, and so on. Then, whether the number assignment is external or internal. So, if you want to assign the number to the customer master record, right, by yourself, then we select external checkbox. But normally, we don't select the external checkbox for the number ranges, because always it is better to enable the system to issue the number by itself. But whether the number assignment is internal or external is controlled by the customer account groups only. Then the other important points relating to customer account groups and customer master records. SAP R3 system works on the principles of numbers as opposed to names for the master records. That's why everywhere the vendor master record, customer master record, asset master record, vendor master record, every master record is identified with a number. Each master record has a unique number. Means every customer will have a unique number. No customers, no two customers can have the same number. We need this number to display or change the master record and to post to the vendor account. Means the business transactions are processed with reference to customer account number only. The customer master record number is assigned automatically by SAP R3 in the sequential order or manually. Manually means if it is the number assignment is external, right, the user enters the number manually. Otherwise, if it is internal, system itself will assign the number. Then SAP R3 ensures that the numbers assigned are always unique. The system selects the next number from the interval. When the account number is entered manually, SAP R3 checks the number against existing number master records, existing customer master records. Means if the number assignment to the master record is external, means if the number is entered by the user, then the system will compare that number with the master records already created. So if any master record has been already created with the same number, the system will give the error message. Then a customer account has the same number for all company codes. That means the customer account groups are created at the client level. The customer account groups are created at a client level so that all the company codes of the client can use the same customer account groups. In that case, if a customer is a customer in several company codes, in all those company codes, he will have the same number. And one more thing is, in the real time, this account receivable module is integrated with the sales and distribution module. So if the sales and distribution module is implemented, then the sales orders, sales invoices, and the sales returns are processed from SD. Then the payments from customers are processed from FI. Suppose if you don't implement SD, right, then the sales invoices, then the sales returns and the payments from customers are processed from FI only. Remember, if you don't implement SD, you cannot push the sales orders, right? You cannot push the sales orders in FI. That means sales orders cannot be processed. That's why normally, right, FICO, MM, and SD, these three modules are normally implemented in every client company. So all these things I have given in this paragraph. Then, every vendor master record contains the data under general data segment, company code data segment, and the purchase data segment. Similarly, every customer master record contains the data under general data segment, company code data segment, but sales data segment or sales area data. Here, you just to change the numbers 1, 2, 3. It's not 4, 5, 6. It is 1, 2, 3. Number 1, general data. Number 2, company code data. Number 3, sales area data. So what does the general data contains here? It contains information like customer name, number, address, bank information, tax information, and contact person information, etc. That means always the common data is maintained in the general data segment. Whatever the data you maintain in the general data is automatically stored at the client level, then it can be used by all the company codes. As a result, it is enough to maintain the general data only once when the customer is a customer in the multiple company codes. Say, for example, we have one customer XYZ Limited, and in our group, we have the 3 company codes. All the 3 company codes are selling the goods to the same customer XYZ Limited. In that case, his name, address, bank and tax information, etc. will be same in all the company codes. No? That's why this common data is always maintained in the general data segment. As a result, we can eliminate the data duplication in the database. See, the general data is common in all the company codes in which is a customer. Number 2, company code data. It contains information like payment terms, that is credit period, payment methods, reconciliation account number, tolerance groups, etc. This information is stored at the company code level so that this information is specific and available to that company code only. For example, XYZ Limited is a customer in all the 3 company codes, right? But A company code is giving only 10 days credit to the same customer. B company code is giving 30 days credit to the same customer, and C company code is giving 45 days to the same customer. Means different company codes can give different credit periods to the same customer, right? So this is called company code specific data. Whatever the data that is specific to each company code is maintained in the company code segment. So when we maintain the data in the company code segment, that is applicable to those company codes only. Then sales data. It contains the information like order probability. Here, order is there. It's not order probability. It contains the information like order probability, terms of delivery. Terms of delivery means who has to bear the freight and who has to bear the transit insurance. So all these terms are controlled by, right, terms of delivery, which is used by the sales department of the company code. Then certain specifications entered in the customer master record, like payment terms, are automatically defaulted each time when we are processing the business transactions related to that customer. Means here, if you remember, in the vendor master record, we have assigned the payment terms 0001, right? As a result, when we are posting the invoice to the vendor, right, the payment terms 0001 is defaulted there. Similarly, right, whatever the data you maintain the master records is automatically defaulted each time when we are processing the business transactions. Okay. Now, configuration, creation of customer account groups. Here also, first we have to create the customer account groups, right? Then we have to maintain the number ranges for customer account groups. Then we assign the number ranges to customer account groups. Then we create customer master records. Then we create respect to GL accounts. Then we define the number ranges for documents. Then we can push the business transactions. This is called configuration logic. So the configuration logic is very similar to accounts payable in account receivable also. SPRO, creation of customer account groups. SPRO, financial accounting, account receivable and accounts payable, customer accounts, master data, preparations for creating customer master data, define the account groups with screen layout. Click on new entries. Account group is equal to SSKH. Our company code name only I am using. Account group is equal to SSKH. Meaning or name or description. SSKH dealers for Andhra Pradesh, AP. Meaning is equal to SSKH dealers for AP. Double click on company code data. Double click on account management. Select reconciliation account as required entry. Here also reconciliation account is selected as required entry. Using the reconciliation account, we can display the total amount of receivables at any point of time in the balance sheet. Here also, the function of the reconciliation account is very similar with the reconciliation account function in accounts payable. Click on save and enter. Write down the table name. Table name T077D. T077D. Now, let us create one more customer account group. Click on next entry button. Account group is equal to SSK1. Meaning is equal to SSKH dealers for Telangana. SSKH dealers for Telangana. Double click on company code data. Double click on account management. Select a reconciliation account as required entry. Click on save. Now, creation of number ranges for customer accounts. Path is same as above. Click on change intervals. So here you have to identify the number which you want to use for your company code, right? First of all, you have to identify the number range number, First of all, you have to identify the number range number which we can use. See, somebody is using complete numbers. Say, for example, 20 lakhs to total number somebody has used, right? So in that case, you can reduce the number, right? 2 number you can reduce. So, but that number to be reduced should be after this number, right? Suppose if you use all the 9s, right? Others will not have the buffer. And here also, right? I don't know why these people will use all these numbers. See here, NR status is 0, means we can delete that number range. Similarly, somebody here also they have used complete all nines. Do not use all nines. I will delete them for sure. Now, first of all, you have to identify the number range number what we can use, right? So 0, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Say, for example, 62 is there, right? After 62, no number is there, right? So let us use 63. So first of all, you have to identify the number, range number. First of all, you have to identify the number, range number, what we can use. So I want to use 63. Then you have to identify the free interval. For that, go to menu interval, free intervals. See, 87062, this number we can use, but do not use 87062, 30,749. Just use 87062, 8799. That's it. Or 50 numbers is more than enough. We create 2-3 master records only, right? So let me write here also. 87062, 8750. That's how you have to use them. You have to select the numbers. So click on insert line. Okay, before that, here some space is there, no? Please write down. The customer account groups. The customer account groups are defined at client level. The customer account groups are defined at client level so that they can be used by all the company codes of the client. All the company codes of the client. Technically, it is possible to assign one number range. Technically, it is possible to assign one number range to multiple customer account groups. But normally, we define a separate number range for every customer account group. Normally, we define a separate number range for every customer account group. Okay. So click on insert line. Number is equal to 63. From number 8706 to number 8750. Click on save. Click on save. Sorry. Then assign number ranges to customer account groups. Path is same as above. Assign number ranges to customer account groups. Click on position. Account group is equal to SSKH. Account group is equal to SSKH. Click on enter. Number range is equal to 63. Click on save. Then creation of sales account. Here, when we post the sales invoice, the entry to be posted is debit customer account, credit sales account. So customer account is nothing but customer master record, right? Now you have to create the sales account. Sales account is created in the general ledger. So we have an account group, sales. See. We have an account group, sales. Sorry. And the defined number range is 3 lakhs to 3,99,000. So I'm taking 3 lakhs. Transaction code FS00. GL account is equal to 3 lakhs. Company code SSKH. Go to menu GL account create. The account group is sales. Select P&L statement account. Short text is equal to sales account. GL account long text is also sales account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. Select line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Click on save. Now, creation of sundry debtors account as reconciliation account. So here also, the reconciliation account will have the same meaning. See, it is the control account maintained in the general ledger to post all the business transactions affected in the sub-ledger accounts, that is customer account and vendor accounts. Here, this account receivable is also maintained on the principles of subsidiary ledgers. Subsidiary ledger means in that ledger, you maintain the details of the business transactions with vendors and customers. And the details, and the summary of the business transactions of customers and vendors are also to be maintained in the general ledger, because we need to prepare the financial statements, no? So for the purpose of financial statements, all the information is taken from general ledger accounting only. That's why for every business transaction you post in subsidiary ledger, one reconciliation account should be updated. So here also the sundry debtors is a reconciliation account wherein this reconciliation account is updated for every business transaction we post in the account receivable. And it is used to know the total amount to be received from all the customers by the company at any point of time. For example, today we are preparing balance sheet, right? In the balance sheet, we have to display sundry debtors. Sundry debtors means the total amount you have to receive from all the customers. That is taken from this account. That is the purpose of the reconciliation account. And also the figure to be represented in the balance sheet is taken from this account. and we cannot post directly into these accounts. So the reconciliation account is always updated automatically only. You cannot post directly or manually into reconciliation accounts. See, for example, you have two customers, customer A account, customer B account. Today, we sold some goods to a customer. Then customer accounted to sales. Then the customer A is debited to sales 10,000. Out of 10,000 sales invoice, we have received 7,000 from the customer A. When we receive the payment from the customer, we debit the bank account and credit the customer account, right? So by bank, 7,000 rupees. Then to the customer B, you sold 20,000, and from the customer B, you receive only 10,000. Now, I want to know what is the total amount to be received from both the customers together total, right? In that case, what we do? First, we balance the customer A account. So invoice amount is 10,000, received is 7,000. So still we have to receive 3,000. In the case of customer B, invoice amount is 20,000 and amount received is only 10,000. So still we have to receive 10,000. So total we have to receive is 13,000. So here, that means if you want to know the total amount of receivables at any point of time, you have to balance on all the individual customer accounts and we have to add them. So in your company, you have the 2,000 customers. And our accounting has started from 1/4/2022. So almost 11 months are over. During this 11 months, right, in every customer, we might have posted or we should have posted some hundreds of invoices and also some hundreds of full payments and part payments. That means every customer should have been posted with hundreds of debits and credits. With that situation, right, if you have to balance every customer account of 2,000 customers, it takes a lot of time. And that too, there may be some calculation mistakes. That's why we create one GL account in the general ledger with the name Sundry Debtors as a reconciliation account. Means while creating the Sundry Debtors account, we select reconciliation account for account type customers. Then we do some settings whereby when we post any business transaction in any of the individual customer accounts, right, the Sundry Debtors reconciliation account is also automatically updated. And those settings I will explain you. Same settings what you have done in the accounts paper. Then it's a GL account, right? If you go to FS10N or FAGLB03, right, the system will display the balance, 13,000. You may have 20,000 customers, no issues, right? But here the sort key will be 031. 031 means customer number. For the accounts payable, Sundry Creditors, sort key 012, vendor number, right? But here for the Sundry Debtors, the customer number, sort key is the customer number. That is the meaning of reconciliation account. So Sundry Debtors is part of your current assets, right? So we have an account group, current assets, loans and advances. And the defined number range is 2,100,000 to 2,199,000. So I'm taking 2,125,000, just like that. GL account is equal to 2,125,000. GL account is 2,125,000. Company code SSKH. Go to menu GL account, create. The account group is equal to current assets, loans and advances. The account group is equal to current assets, loans and advances. Select balanced account. Select balanced account. Short text is equal to Sundry Debtors account. Short text is equal to Sundry Debtors account. GL account long text is also Sundry Debtors account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. So we should not select only balances in local currency for reconciliation accounts. Reconciliation account for account type, customers. This is one setting we do. Reconciliation account for account type customers. Select line item display. Sort key 031. Within brackets, customer number. Within brackets, customer number. Write down within brackets. In the real-time projects, we should not select line item display and the sort key. We should not select the line item display and sort key. For the sundry creditors, and the sundry debtors reconciliation accounts, as it makes no sense, because of the large volumes of data. Because of the large volumes of data, within brackets, large volumes of sales invoices and payments. So, but here I just want to show you the impact of sort key. That's why I'm selecting here. Then go to create bank interest tab, field status group G067. Click on save. Now, creation of customer master record, right? Write down some space is there. No, please write down. Just a minute. Before that, this thing. Yes, super. So much better. I finish on it. Yeah, please write down. We can create the customer master record. We can create the customer master record only for FI or only for SD or both for FI and SD at a time. Both for FI and SD at a time. We create the customer master record only for FI in the transaction code FD01. In the transaction code FD01. there we can maintain the data. There we can maintain the data in the general data segment. In the general data segment and the company code segment. Next, we can create the customer master. We can create the customer master record only for SD. Only for SD. In the transaction code VD01. In the transaction code VD01. In full stop. In VD01, we can maintain the data in the general data segment and sales data segment. Full stop. We can create the customer master record. We can create the customer master record both for FI and SD. In the transaction code XD01. XD01. There we can maintain the data in the general data segment company code data segment and the sales data segment at a time. And the sales data segment at a time. Okay. So how to maintain the customer master record for the SD, we will discuss later on. I will show you later on at the time of SD integration. So here I'm using transaction code XD01. The account group is equal to select SSKH dealers for AP. Select SSKH dealers for AP. Company code SSKH. Click on enter. Title is equal to company. Name is equal to Ram and Company. Customer name. Country is equal to IN. So here you can maintain the address of the customer, right? So if the address is large again, you can click on this more fields button. So here you can maintain the complete address of the customer. You can maintain the time zones, post box number, postal code, postal company postal code, then communication related information. So all this information you can maintain in the customer master record. And this is the general data segment, right? So the general data segment contains information relating to address, right? Then control data. So vendor number means sometimes the same party may be your vendor and may be your customer. In that case, for the same party, you create the vendor master record in accounts payable and you create the customer master record in account receivable, right? Then the customer master record, we assign the vendor number. In the vendor master record, we assign the customer number. Then we can clear the operators against each other. This functionality, I will send you one video on this. No, see, for the customers, right? Normally we maintain the data in XD01, right? Suppose, for example, right, there are some customers to whom you sell your finished goods, right? In that case, you maintain the data both for FI and SD, compulsory. Now, this is the payment transactions. This is the marketing data. This is the unloading points. This is export data, contact person information. So all this information is coming under general data segment, right? So in the general data, you maintain only address data in our class, that's it. Then click on company code data. Look at the screen. Reconciliation account is a mandatory field because we have selected in the account group SSKH, we have selected reconciliation account as a required entry. So reconciliation account is 2,125,000. Sort key 031. Cash managed group A1, same fields. Click on payment transactions tab. Terms of payment 0001. Terms of payment 0001. See, in the customer master record also, the blank tolerance group is there, right? So in the accounts payable, we have defined one blank tolerance group that is also applicable here. So whatever the tolerance groups you create, right, for vendors and customers, we can use them both for vendors and customers. Click on save. See, 8706 has been created in the company code SSKH. Let us create one more customer. Right? Same procedure, just look at the screen. The account group is equal to SSKH, company code SSKH. Click on enter. Title is equal to company. Name is equal to Queen and company. Country is equal to IN. Click on company code data. Reconciliation account 2,125,000. Sort key 031. Cash management group A1. Click on payment transactions tab. Terms of payment 001. Click on save. See, 8707 has been created. Like that, we create all the customer master records, right? So remaining things we will see tomorrow. Any questions? Any questions for
Hi,
me?
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
tell me.
This is regarding posting period variant. Sir, where to check a particular posting period is open for that particular account type or account group and all? Is it in table, sir?
No, it is in OB 52. Open and close the
Okay.
posting periods.
Yes,
Right.
sir. But how to check? Yeah. whether that particular posting period is opened for, say, suppose account type M or assets like debtors or vendors. Is it opened for that
Yeah,
account group or not?
see, you cannot open the periods according to account groups. You can open the periods according to accounts, right? And also not customers and vendors. You can open the periods according to GL accounts. Okay, so here you can check them in OB 52 or in the table, right? In the table, you can also check. Yeah, Raha. SE 16M.
Yesterday I saw.
In SE 16.1, you can display the table contents. Tell me, Araha.
Okay, yesterday I saw the recording in automatic payment. So we can create only one automatic payment for one company code. Is that?
Not like that. See, you can create the proposals for multiple company codes, right? For that, in F110, you can enter all the company codes separated by commas. In the parameters tab, right? You can enter multiple company codes.
But one only for one.
Yes.
Means
At
one
one
payment
time,
system
at
for
one time, one run.
company.
Yes, yes.
So how would I delete it if I am thinking it's something wrong or with that? So what is the procedure to delete it, that one, and try to recreate again?
F110. What's your run date?
Run date, it was 27.
27 to 2023. Identification is what? Identification is what?
GYXI.
G.
Z. Jet. I'm sorry.
No problem.
YXI.
See, payment proposal has been cancelled, right? Because this is the error because of authorization problem. It's not your configuration error. Suppose, for example, right, you want to delete this proposal, right? So here, go to menu edit. Somewhere it will be there, right? Even suppose if I did not tell you, you want to delete the proposal. So somewhere in the menu bar, it will be there. So go to menu edit, proposal, delete.
Okay.
Right? Suppose if you want to delete the complete payment run, go to menu, payment run, status, because payment run was not created, right? That's why you cannot see the delete button. So somewhere in the menu bar, you will find the option. Suppose if you are new to this function and if you don't know what exactly to be done, you just verify in every submenu. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, then see you tomorrow.